some kind of motor. Fuck yeah, Ed. Are we building a flux capacitor? Oh shit. Ed, you off the chain. Ah, yeah, dude, that's what's up. Morning, y'all. Do what we looking at here. Build it in motor. Whatever. In the hole, Stuart. In the hole. Y'all stupid. Double nuts. Why? Labor unions is where it's at. I mean, I get that not all labor unions are decent because some of them are corrupted by the leaders within the union, but generally speaking, the unions are on our side, the workers' side. Okay? So you should be supporting unions really wherever possible and whenever possible. Like, what are you talking about? That's the unions provide our only mechanism for pushback against the corporations or against the ruling class, the elites. That's our only mechanism for fighting back. And if you don't like labor unions, it's because you have drank the Kool-Aid taught to you by capitalists. Drank the motherfucking Kool-Aid, dog. He wanted it to go in the trash can. Like, why else would you put it there? See, I'm not like the other YouTubers. I actually have a job. I actually fucking work. You know what I mean? You got arrested? What the fuck are you talking about? This isn't a God supporting video. You motherfucking right, it's not. Matter of fact, bro, I'm about to make you a moderator. Add as moderator. Managing moderator. There we go. All right, Bear, you are now a managing moderator. Thanks, Ignar. What's up, AR? Up in this bitch. My dude AR up in here. What's up, cuz? Who is a Satan believer? What the fuck? I only got one left. Damn. I ain't doing enough. Hell no. All right. myself, this would be my next choice for job. Quite plenty of solitude. It's only because it's Saturday. Really? When I have kids, I won't put any chains on their wrists. I won't tell them this. There's nothing in this world that you can't be. One is enough. Cause I don't wanna live like my mother. I don't wanna. I'm so tired of saying. Wow, that was too tight. Right, return them to sender. You should try spending a few hours at night in a cemetery or graveyard. It's peaceful. I believe it. Oh, fuck, I didn't even build the boxes yet. No, it's not. They got shit in them. Yeah, that's what I need right there. Boxes. practice doing this than he did. So you were able to work out all the kinks, all the ways that you don't adequately do the job. Because he's just getting started, so he doesn't have that much time invested figuring out the correct way, or the best way to load these boxes. Mark my word, y'all are going to hell. You're not supposed to talk like that. Because the Bible says only God knows who is condemned to hell and who isn't. So unless you are God the Father, you are no standing to make that assertion. So perhaps humble yourself, as Jesus said. I agree, dude. I know where you're coming from, my brother. I don't know who's your brother in this scenario. I would only hope it's me. Or Bear Bear. Yo, bro, I'm biggest fan. You, bro, and you too. Thanks, Vicky. See, this is how I make my money for real. I gotta come to work. Why is it taking so long for 8 o'clock to get here? I'm way much real. Yeah, you are. Oh, you said very much. I'm tripping. Get money. Yeah, I'm trying. Like, today is our day off. So if you come in on Saturday, it's just overtime. So here I am. I was just thinking how much more successful my YouTube channel would be, and my career on YouTube, essentially, if I were to just not be myself, you know? Fuck that. Fuck that. judge away also, now that it is in vain. Nope, I want to save y'all. You can't. Okay? Unless you want us to abandon our rationality and reason. You want us to abandon our skepticism, which I, for one, refuse to do. Present some evidence for your position, and perhaps I'll reconsider. See you later, editor. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't take the heat. Fuck out the kitchen. The motherfucker was like, evidence? I don't have that. Keep it real, editor, you don't. Present it right now if you do. If you do, present it right now. What is it? What evidence do you have? Let's see it. Dude, where is the evidence? Why are you trying to leave? I don't want you to leave. I want you to present this evidence so I can believe in your God. Present the evidence so I can believe in your God. Okay, let's see it. Do a deal? What are you talking? Evidence. Do you know what this word means? Something that would corroborate your claim, motherfucker. Oh my goodness. This motherfucker said, do a deal. Do a deal. I'm done. Never mind, Elite. If you need to leave, go ahead, because clearly you don't have any evidence to present to the class. I was excited too. I just knew he was gonna get some evidence. That's just a claim, son. That is a claim. You would have to prove that. Just stating it isn't evidence. Okay, so try again. Came back from the dead. I'm done. What the hell? Jesus, the zombie and shit. Zombie Jeebus. What's up, Christy? Right, we're all waiting. Prove it, son. Are you the devil? I don't believe in the devil, so no. If Satan's real, so is Jesus, duh. I mean, not necessarily, but I'll give you that, sure. That's why I don't believe in either one. There's no evidence for either. What do you mean? What makes Satan real? Who is saying Satan is real? Like, I need to know this. And if they think Satan is real, I'm gonna need to see some evidence for your Satan too. Okay? Like, I have a Jack Skellington shirt. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. Does that mean that I think that Jack Skellington is a real person? Because that is what you're doing right now. You're like, ooh, you have that shirt on with that word on it, so you must think that's real. You are ridiculous. You are not a serious person. Okay. So if I wear a Philadelphia Eagles jersey, does that mean I play for the team now? What the fuck? Stupid mom. I got a Batman hat. Does that mean that Gotham City is a real place? Does that mean the Joker is real? Get the fuck out of here. Just because some shit is on some clothes, that means that whatever is on the clothes must really be a thing. Get the fuck out of here. You're so goddamn dumb. Like, really? What the fuck? Hell no. No. Gothic to a degree. Yeah, because I thought it looked cool, and I knew it would piss you Christians off. So, mission accomplished. I used to have a Spawn hoodie. Does that mean that Cogliostro is real? Does that mean that Spawn is real? Just because it's on some clothes that a motherfucker wears. It don't even have to mean that you even like the IP. It could just be like, you saw it, you thought it looked cool and put it on. You don't have any idea. You know how many people I know have like rock band shirts, Metallica shirts, Leonard Skinner shirts, Slipknot shirts, but these motherfuckers don't even know who the bands are. They don't listen to the music. They just saw an image on a shirt that looked cool and they decided to wear it. That doesn't mean that they're fans of the band. Like, why don't you people see this? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, stupid shit. Dumb shit. Motherfuckers just don't think. Just don't fucking use your noodle. Okay. Yeah, we don't. And if you see anyone say anything like that, Bear, please kick them the fuck out of here. We're not tolerating that shit. Not tolerating that. Who was being racist though? The Christian? Was that who it was? Figures. Good morning, everyone. Eric. What's up, Eric? Our job is killing you. No, that's alright. Bro, what's up, Christy? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Is he in drugs or what? What is happening? Fuck, I left my coffee over there. Who's so angry? Give me a shout out, please. What's up, Chris? Chris Velasquez. What's up, son? Thanks. Boogie in the bitch. What's up, Rich? Or, well, Richard's gay son. What's up? Who else is down here? My Plague or Left Behind? Slipknot question. Damn, that's a good one. I'm gonna just go with my gut. Left Behind. Oh, okay. What's up, Damien? Thanks, Chris. Of course I listen to Slaughter to Prevail. I'm a huge Alex Terrible fan. Like, I was a fan of him way back. Like, cool. Elden Ring or Elden Ring? I don't play video games. You sound so angry. What happened to you? I'm not angry? Not angry. I couldn't even be on live if I was angry. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this, you know? I don't think I get angry much. I get annoyed often, though. I get annoyed a lot. I pray for you, my brother in Christ. I'm not your brother. I don't know how to backflip. What the hell? Who got a bounce? All right then, Jason. Thanks for stopping by, son. The USA, unfortunately. I wish I was in Australia. Man, do I wish I was in Australia. Fuck America. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to flip. Yeah, I fuck with crossfade. I love crossfade. No, I don't have to fuck with that mirror. Dak the rapper. I know you ain't talking about. He trash. I'd rather not say, because I don't know how they feel about that. But yeah, I agree. Have you ever had a man sleep? Have I? Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some. Oh, DZK. No, I ain't never heard of him. He could try, but my boss ain't in. Thanks, Blood Dog. What's the point of washing your hands if you're gonna put those rings back on after grabbing your schlong? Yeah, that's a good point. Whatever. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna go put on some hand sanitizer with my rings on. DZK. All right. No. And no, I'm not. Yeah, me too. Yes, I could. Oh, thanks, Leandro. The animated series, DZK. Okay. Yeah, Debbie. Debbie, I'm old enough to be your daddy. Oh, all right. My fault. Look at this mess. I guess that'll do. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, what the fuck time is it? Close enough. I'm going on break. I didn't cut that. That wasn't my work. What the hell? I prayed and prayed. Jesus isn't helping me. There's a reason for that. I hope your day is going well. Thanks, Jerome. Oh, man. You already know, Pat. Scientology shit. Well, what happened, Richard's gay son? Did he send you one? Or nah? Oh, okay. He didn't answer mine either then. Maybe your prayer wasn't sincere, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Smoke break in me, bitch. Ooh. Truth be told, I ain't even have to work today. Like, we only work Monday through Friday. We never work Saturdays or Sundays, ever. Unless you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to work Saturday, you can. You know what I'm saying? They just prefer that you let management know on Friday that you probably coming in on Saturday. I don't know why they need to know that, because nobody from management comes in on Saturday. Not a single manager. So it's literally me and one other chick up in here. But she come every Saturday. I've only been coming for the last 3 Saturdays, you know. But yeah. So I don't even have to be here today. But I was just like, man, shit else going on. I've been up since like 2 in the morning thanks to my fucking cats. Meowing at me and shit, trying to get me out of bed to give them some food when they've been eating all night. Motherfuckers. I love those little bastards, but shit, they the reason I don't be getting much sleep, man. Up at 2 in the morning and shit, watching Wisecrack, watching Charlie fucking talk about some shit. Then I started watching Ethan is Online. Then I started watching some more Hassan Piker. You know what I mean? This is all this morning. You know what I mean? And then I started watching like CNN, like by accident. I had to change that shit quick. You know what I mean? Then I started watching like, I can't watch Brian Tyler Cohen, man. Like, I like the guy, but he too much of a fucking liberal. Like, god damn. If you go to Brian Tyler Cohen's channel, every fucking thumbnail is Trump. Talk about Trump derangement syndrome. Holy shit. Like, god damn, dog, talk about something else. Like, what the fuck? But that's why I don't fuck with Brian Tyler Cohen no more. Like, bro, you are just sucking the cock of Trump, dog. As much as you don't like him, you sure give him a lot of free press, you know. But whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like Kamala Harris either. Fuck both of those motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I will be voting for her. Don't get it twisted. But begrudgingly so. You know what I mean? Because I honestly feel that today's Democrats fundamentally they are fundamentally just Republicans from the 80s. Okay. That's it. Like, so essentially we don't have any Democrats in Washington. You know what I mean? I would say the closest Democrat we have maybe is Bernie fucking Sanders. You know what I mean? But as far as like true Democrats, like progressives, ain't none. You know what I mean? You got neoconservatives, neoliberals, okay? And that's really it. You got the right wing, which I consider Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. They, to me, are the right wing. The actual right wing, you know what I mean? The Donald Trumps and the Marjorie Taylor Greens and the Lowen Boeberts and the Matt Gaetzes, those motherfuckers are fascists. Okay, they're so far right, it's off the scales. Okay. That's my genuine analysis of today's political climate. Like the motherfuckers in Washington, I'm not necessarily talking about the electorate. Like I'm not talking about us, you know what I mean? I'm just talking about the motherfuckers in power. There are no left in power right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no one authentically representing the left in Washington. It's just a bunch of neocons and fucking neoliberal policies and fucking fascism. Like that's literally it. Like, and so anyone that tries to call like Kamala a communist doesn't understand doesn't understand communism. That's for motherfucking sure. No communist would ever claim that any policy she's ever championed was communist in nature. Not a single fucking one. Nothing she's even proposed lately is even communistic. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers just like to use that word to disparage a motherfucker, even though they themselves don't know what the fuck communism is. They'll have some straw man caricature of communism, but don't have an actual grasp of what communism is. Okay. They just know to hate it because everyone in their life who's also drank the Kool-Aid has told them that communism is bad and that capitalism is a godsend, even though capitalism is responsible for an innumerable amount of deaths and unnecessary suffering for years. Communism can't hold a candle to capitalism when it comes to unnecessary death. You know what I mean? Unnecessary suffering. Okay. Communism wouldn't allow for any of that. I mean, it would still happen. You can't just completely rid yourselves totally of suffering. And there will always be people with ill intent. But this current system of capitalism, neoliberalized capitalism, it's just heartless. Like, it just doesn't care who it has to piss on, doesn't care who it has to kill, who it has to let suffer and die. It doesn't fucking matter, because the only thing that matters under a capitalist system is profit. Period. That's it. Nothing else matters. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. I don't care who they are on TV. If they're not telling you that, they're not telling you the truth. Period. Like, capitalism is the problem. But no one in mainstream media, that is MSNBC, CNN, Fox, Breitbart, Daily Wire, all those mainstream media outlets, okay, will never tell you anything that sounds remotely like capitalism is bad. They will always champion capitalism. You know why? That's the one thing. There's a few others, but that's the number one thing that both Democrats and Republicans agree on. That capitalism is the greatest. And you know why? Because they are all policymakers. These motherfuckers are rich. These are the establishment. Of course they love capitalism. It has benefited them to the nth degree. While you have had to try to scrape by and struggle and suffer and make concessions and, as they say, make lemonade out of lemons, which you've probably been doing your entire fucking life, never actually getting ahead. Just always maintaining. As soon as you seem like you're starting to get ahead, you fall back 2 steps. That's at least been my experience. But Democrats and Republicans are united on that issue. They're like, oh no, we might have our petty disagreements, but we must keep capitalism. That way we can stay in power and those peasants down there can fight amongst themselves about LGBTQ and immigrants and trans people and black people and the left and MAGA. They can all fight amongst themselves over those petty little disputes. Meanwhile, us in power can sit comfortably knowing that we are secure in our positions because these dumb fucks are too busy pointing the finger at one another, as we've planned, as by design, pointing fingers at one another, accusing each other of being the problem, being the reason for their economic strife. Meanwhile, the people who are really responsible for your economic strife are sitting back, chilling, playing golf, You know what I mean? Taking trips to the stratosphere. You know what I mean? Taking a knee in kente cloth. Fuck Nancy Pelosi. You know what I mean? This is what they do, okay? This is what they do. But united they are on communism being bad. You know why? Because communism will make sure that that wealth that you sons of bitches are hoarding for yourselves while the rest of us have to fucking live on the edge of precarity. Communism would make sure that that wealth is evenly distributed to the rest of us. And I don't mean evenly like you get $100, I get $100, they get $100. No matter how much harder I work, no matter how harder he worked, we all get the same. That is not communism. Okay. Communism just means that you own the means of your production. And the entire system under which you live operates under that same premise, that the workers own the means of production, period. We own it. I have to come in here and work and use the fucking boss's building, the boss's tools, the boss's table, clock in on the boss's computer, all that shit, because I don't own any of it. But under communism, I would. And every other worker that I work alongside would also own this shit. And therefore, we could democratically decide what we'll make, how much the profits we will each get, you know what I mean? So on and so we would set our own work hours. We would set who is going to be our boss, because not everybody wants to be a supervisor. Some people don't mind taking orders, okay? But we should at least get a say in who is the most competent person to lead our group, as opposed to just, well, the company chose this person, that's your boss now, so shut the fuck up and do as he says. That's not freedom. That is not democracy. That is authoritarian, okay? Not to say that authoritarianism is always bad, but under this current economic arrangement of capitalism and neoliberalism, and that's why I advocate for the dictatorship of the proletariat, okay? The proletariat is just a fancy word for motherfuckers who got to go to work to make a living. Motherfuckers have to sell their labor power to some capitalist in order to reproduce themselves day to day. Okay. That's it. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I could do a whole video just on the ills of capitalism and how communism, i.e. or / socialism, would be the answer. Okay. Because I truly believe in people over profit. I was asking motherfuckers here at work, like, when you hear the term people over profit, do you agree with that term? You don't know how many of these peasant brain, rotted to the core sons of fucks were like, nah, dog, I'm with the profit. I'm like, meanwhile, this is the same. This person works alongside me. Okay, you may make what, $1 or more than I do, but me and you are both on the same shop floor, and yet you're advocating for this system that keeps you suppressed. You will never be a capitalist. Okay, if you ain't one by now, you know what I mean. The odds of you becoming a capitalist are just against you. Okay, it's just against you. Like it's not. The system is not set up for everyone to make it. Okay. It's just not. I mean, take these policies again to their absurdity. All right. I've used this example before just to show you that, A, meritocracy doesn't mean shit and that capitalism is trash. So here's what I mean. Again, when I worked at Walmart, most efficient, I was killing it. Killing the numbers. Oh, I did OGP. I was like the online shopper. I was the best in the region. Alone, me, single-handedly, killing it. Whatever parameters they set up, I'm knocking them down. Like, I'm just killing it. And that was from one Walmart. I go to the next Walmart, same thing. These motherfuckers are telling me, like, dog, you are single-handedly keeping us out of the red. Like, you're fucking, what are you doing? Like, you're so fucking awesome, essentially. You think they gave me a raise for that shit? No, not at all. So it didn't matter how good I was. It didn't matter that I was the best. He was like, you want more money? Take a higher position. A position for which you may not be qualified. But if you want more money, you're going to have to accept the position for which you're not qualified. And then, because you're not qualified for it, you don't do that well in that position. Or maybe you're just mediocre at best. And then, as a result, perhaps they decide, this position isn't for you. And then demote you. Now you have a demotion on your record. Or fire you because you're like, you're not doing well. You know, when they could have just paid you more for doing an incredible job at the job that you were at before you were promoted. But they don't want to do that. The way they look at it is this position, i.e. online shopper or whatever, pays X amount of dollars. So I don't care if you barely make the numbers or if you're killing the numbers. This job pays X amount of dollars, period. So if you want more, it's not about working hard. It's about taking the next position up, which is bullshit. So here's taking it to its absurdity. Say every single person that I worked with in OGP, online grocery pickup, say everyone that I worked with was killing it. We're all destroying the numbers, all of us. Are we all supposed to become managers now? I mean, who's going to do the job if we're all managers? What if everyone in the store worked that way? What if they had their wet dream? Everyone in every department, let's say Walmart, kills it. Everyone's numbers, everyone's department looks great. What are they supposed to do? All become managers? Like, get the fuck, that's not how this works. Like, you pay people, you compensate them adequately for the excellent job that they're doing. But that's not how capitalism works. Capitalism, like, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck how hard you work. Why don't you slack off? Either way, you're going to get paid the same amount. Why work hard unless you're just striving for that next position? But if you don't want that position, you like the job you do, why can't you be adequately compensated for it? I'll tell you why. Capitalism. That's why. But if this was socialism, you would be adequately compensated for it, because then that would provide the impetus for the rest of the people who work in your job, in your position, to do as well a job as you do, so that perhaps they can make the money you make. But that's not how this works. So I don't give a fuck if you've been doing this job for 20 years in the same position, or if you just started yesterday, y'all make the same. And that's what's bullshit. That's why capitalism is bullshit. That's why neoliberal capitalism is bullshit. And that's why we need socialism like yesterday. And anyone who thinks otherwise just doesn't, it's just unread. I'm sorry. Like, you don't read books. You don't do any analysis. You don't do any research. You don't do any study. So that said, you probably have the opinion you have, which is completely antithetical to the opinion that I just expressed. Okay, which is just, again, indicative of your ignorance. Because what I'm saying is facts. You can go look it up. Maybe you can't look up what I'm saying about, like, what I do at Walmart, but just look at your own job. Whatever you do for a living. You want to make more money in your job? I bet they tell you, like, get another position. Unfortunately, that next position isn't hiring, so sorry. Get another job there if you don't like it. Get a second job. Get a third. Get a fourth. Whatever. But that's not how this works. Like, what? But under capitalism, that's how it works. Because under capitalism is fuck you, okay? Some capitalist needs an extra yacht, all right? So because that capitalist needs an extra yacht, you can't even afford to put gas in your car, motherfucker. Because they don't want to adequately pay you for the work that you do. All right, break time's over. I've been here long enough. Holy shit. This is where I work at. This old non-distinct ass building. The other person that's working with me, this her car. I gotta make a short out of that shit. I got that forever. Like 10 minutes later. should only get 14. I still had that one. It don't matter. I get a pallet. Get my pallet. Dark as fuck. Dave from Ohio. Yep. No problem, Ethan. Thanks for watching. So, like, is it pronounced? It's Dade, like raid, Wade, or laid. Shit, now I'm watching someone else work on my day off. What's wrong with me? Bitch, this my day off and I'm at work. What's up, Maria? Let Dade have that silver play button. It's good job out of college. You will regret it. I don't have enough subscribers yet, man. I need like 250,000 to get the silver one. Just 100,000 to get the bronze or the regular one. You know, still got a ways to go. Tape that box, bro. Just let it happen. You silly. Bro, I was just curious to know what okay. Alita's one of us. One of us. Very, you know, you from the Northwest, I guess. Okay, I'm going now. All right, then, Elite Editor. So I see more electric cars and hybrid cars, and also we have more AI. People think technology is slow because they're unaware. That's true. Bear in Georgia, God, man, that's a trip. I wanted to come see you. That's a hard, like 18 hours. Louisiana. I'm a Christian. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. Why they call it AI? It's not even AI. What the fuck time is it, man? God damn, I still got 25 minutes. No, I don't. I can leave now. Fuck it. We here for the boxes. Stupid. All right, Judy. See you Monday. I moved to Columbus, Ohio. It's nice here in Columbus. Tano, I might have to come see you. We're gonna have to hook up. Link up, not hook up. London, England. That's what's up. Sit back. Oh man, raining. Oh man. What the fuck? Oh hell. Ah. I could have stayed longer. I just didn't feel like being there. Like for real, for real. Thoughts on Avenged Sevenfold? I don't really fuck with that band for real. Like they all right. I just don't dig their music. I'm sorry. Eddie Jones, he sings everything, dear. I like Diddy. You're weird. Spaghetti, don't come in here being weird, bruh. Like, I never liked Diddy, like ever. Like even in his heyday in like the 90s and the early 2000s, I didn't like him then. I was like, why is he always on all the motherfucking videos? Take that, bad boy. I like that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I couldn't fucking stand Diddy back in it. Motherfucker couldn't dance. I mean, rap a little bit. I'll give him this. He can rap better than most of the new age drill rappers today. But outside of that, like, he ain't have bars. What the fuck? Good day. Love your face. Love your brain. Hail Satan. All the good shit got to get to work. Well, thank you. Was it Sarah? Sarah? I guess that's how you say it. Yeah, man, it was corny as fuck. I couldn't stand Diddy, bro. Like, now I have a reason not to like him. Oh, weirdo. What was it? 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil. Like, I seen Moist Critical cover that shit. He was like, what the fuck? He was like, so look, Moist Critical did some investigation, right? He went, he checked Costco to see, like, how much baby oil can you get by the bulk? And he was like, the biggest one he could find was like 5 packs. It's like a 5-pack. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so if you was to stack them shits one on top of each other, he was like, it'd be like a building or some shit, like some tall ass building. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck you gonna do with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Like, ain't enough freak offs on earth to need that many bottles of baby oil. Like, god damn, one bottle will go a long way. Like, what the fuck? You know, unless he was like filling up whole tubs full of baby oil, which I guess now that I just said that, I could see it. Like, if you're trying to fill up like a little kiddie pool or some shit full of baby oil, it's gonna take a lot of bottles of baby oil. Just so like bitches can wrestle around in it naked or some shit. Or dudes. Who knows what P. Diddy was up to, dog. But yeah, so with that said, I could see it. But like, just to like, oh, I like fucking, we gonna put some baby oil on us or whatever. Why would you need 1,000 bottles to do that? Like, that's why I'm just like, man, he must have been trying to fill some shit up. You know what I mean? Like, maybe he had like a little pool or a bathtub or some shit he was trying to, or jacuzzi or some shit he trying to fill up with baby oil so it could be like extra slippery. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just trying to like make sense of this shit. Like, who like 1,000 bottles of baby oil? You could at least got some lotion, maybe some Vaseline. Why all baby oil? Was it all Johnson's baby oil? I'm just curious. And did he like kids? Is bizarre. Bring a slip and slide to a whole new meaning. You are word up. It was for orgies, probably. I mean, I'll give you that for orgies, sure, but like, how many people come to this orgy that you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? And that's probably not even including the open ones. You know what I'm saying? That he was already using it. Said, like, nah, ain't enough orgies on earth to need 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What the fuck you doing with the baby oil? For the unwet. You stupid. That was hilarious. Said for the unwet. I want to go to a Diddy party. I don't. I'm cool. Like, I'm not. It ain't all what you thought it is, man. Like, Diddy. Like, I'm not gay, right? But that doesn't mean I want to see dudes fucking. Like, I think it's a beautiful thing that I don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, and I guarantee you that shit was going down at Diddy's parties. Like, I just don't, you know what I mean? I'm not interested. The most freaky thing I wanted to do was go to like Freaknik back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to Freaknik so bad, but never got a chance. You know, but whatever, you know. What is an activist? It's someone who actively engages on the behalf of some sort of cause for which they're fighting, you know. So I like to consider myself an activist, even though I don't do much, to be honest. So maybe I'm not an activist, but activism to me, for instance, I've been on a campaign of trying to get people to think more skeptically and critically. You know what I mean? Maybe not in the best ways, but nonetheless, that's my goal. You know what I mean? And in doing so, I have to educate myself on the issues, on the potential solutions, you know what I mean? And any roadblocks on the way towards those solutions. And then I'm confronting them. So first it starts with education, and then it goes into like action of some kind. And it doesn't always have to be like protests and rallies and demonstrations, although those are included. But it doesn't always have to be that. You know what I mean? I mean, if you just call your congressman all the time, you know what I mean? Or your local representatives about some issue, then that's engaging in a form of activism. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's just playing an active role in whatever it is that you're fighting for or for which you're advocating, you know. It ain't baby oil, buzz, drugs. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like Mortal Kombat. I don't play video games, like of any kind. The last video game I was obsessed over, like for years, was Rock Band. Because I was really good at the guitar. The Rock Band guitar, not the real guitar. You know, incredible. Like anyway. So that was the last time I like geeked out on a video game, was Rock Band. And not just Rock Band, like Rock Band 2, and then all the track packs that came with Rock Band 2 until Rock Band 3 came out. And then I got Rock Band 3 and was obsessed with that. Probably spent hundreds of dollars on Rock Band 3, not just in buying like multiple guitars, multiple double kick pedals for the drums, but also all the downloadable content. I don't know how I must have downloaded thousands of songs, you know what I mean, just to play. So yeah, hundreds of dollars. And then after that, once the PlayStation 4 came out, I was done. Like, so I haven't played a video game since the PlayStation 3. Okay. In the meantime, I've been doing a lot of reading. Okay. I've been doing a lot of studying, trying to get to understand the mind of Christians, or just the minds of people, how memories work, and trying to figure out what really is true about Christianity, about Bible, about the historicity of Jesus. I've been spending a lot of my free time just doing that, just reading and more reading. And then once a month, I go to a meeting with socialists and we discuss some sort of activism we tend to engage in. Otherwise, in the meantime, this is what I'm doing. Like if I'm not at work, then I'm probably home either cleaning or educating myself, which usually starts with a book. And I've read, I don't know how many fucking books. Like I've read so many books just on the issue of religion, Christianity specifically, and capitalism. So those are my two main issues: Christianity and capitalism. Two, like capitalism and Christianity to me are so intimately wedded. You know what I mean? Because they operate on almost the same sort of premises. There's this thing that we can't question, i.e. capitalism, or i.e. God. And then there's these rules and edicts for which, you know, that we are supposed to obey, again, through Christianity or through Christianity would be more like, you know, following the 10 Commandments or doing whatever the fuck Jesus said, some shit like that. But with capitalism, it's more like meritocracy. You work hard, save, you know, send your kids to college, all that, all of it's, but it's like, but how does any of this shit that you guys are preaching about capitalism or Christianity supposed to lead to the things that you're saying it will lead to, i.e. wealth and prosperity under capitalism or heaven under fucking Christianity? When you can't provide factual evidence, like you can't provide anything that would substantiate the claim that me playing by the rules will eventually lead to me living a life of wealth. And no, it's not set up that way. Just like Christianity is like, no, you can't question God. You can't question it. You just do what Jesus said and you go to heaven, even though we haven't proved that there is a heaven or that there is a God or any of that. It's just, we're just supposed to do shit and not question nothing. Like, get the fuck out. That's not me. That's not me. If I'm going to do anything, if I'm going to devote any amount of time to anything, I need to know what it is. I need to know that there's some truth behind it, especially if I'm supposed to live my life by it. Get the fuck out of here. It better be real. And so far, there's no evidence to suggest that Christianity is real. I mean, it's real in the sense that there is a such thing as Christianity and that there are people who identify with it. Outside of that, there's no reason to believe that there was a Jesus who was divine, or that there's a God, or that that dude died and was resurrected after 3 days. None of that. Walked on water, water into wine, feeding whole multitudes of people with a bread. Get the fuck out of here. Like, there's no. Occam's razor, baby. Occam's razor, son. The null hypothesis, son. I would suggest, if you're not familiar with either of those two things, the null hypothesis and Occam's razor, I would look both of those up. Just Google it. Like, hey Google, what is Occam's razor? Or hey Google, what is? Oh, wait, fuck, I forgot what the other thing was. Oh shit, it hurt me. Go away. Never mind, Google. Oh fuck. Anyway. Exactly, Bear. Now, you haven't heard enough. You don't know what I've heard at all. So maybe shut the fuck on up. Okay. What's your favorite cultural food? Right now, I mean, given I haven't had a whole lot of cultural food, but I'm gonna have to say, as soon as I even read the question, I immediately had something come to mind. And it is called a doner. Doner. I don't know how you say it, like, but it's D-O with umlauts. N-E-R. It just looks like donor. Okay. It's a Turkish food that was very popular in Germany when I was stationed in Germany. And every time I got that, it was like an orgasm in my mouth. Like, that shit is so fucking good. A doner. It looks sort of like a... I want to say... Damn, I can't even really... It's like a big ass... Like, you ever had like a... Is that what it's called? No. You ever had like a gordita from Taco Bell? It's like a chalupa, but a chalupa, they fry like the shell or whatever. But a gordita is just the same thing, only they don't fry the shell. So with that, that's sort of like what a doner is made out of. It's like that sort of flatbready sort of, you know what I mean? And then they put like lamb meat and then like some other shit. But what sets it off is that tzatziki sauce. God damn, that tzatziki is delicious. And that just sets the whole fucking sandwich. I don't know if that's what you call a sandwich, but whatever. It's so fucking delicious, dude. Like, that's the one thing about Germany I missed the most was eating doners. We would go to the fucking, we'd go to the to the Hauptbahnhof, catch a train, go to Nuremberg, get off the train in Nuremberg, and then as soon as we left the train station, we were immediately in downtown Nuremberg. And right off to the side, there used to be a dude with a cart who would sell fucking doners every time. Every time I had to stop there and get one, dog. Like, straight up. That shit is fucking... Because I knew I wasn't going to get one once I got to America. I knew it was a wrap. So, like, if I wanted to keep having this, I'm going to have to just eat it while I'm here. That shit is the bee's knees, dog. They also had, like, this strawberry thing that they used to sell there. Like, you could find it damn near everywhere. Like, food was, like, ubiquitous throughout Germany. Like, it almost didn't matter where you went. Somebody was selling some food or some pastries or some shit. And there was this, like, strawberry thing. I don't even know what it is, but it had like strawberries on top with like that strawberry glaze to hold the strawberries on the top of the thing, and it was like white, but I don't know what the white part was. Like I don't know if it was like cream cheese or cake or ice cream. I don't fucking remember. Like I had no idea what that shit was, but it was fucking good. And every time I saw them, I tried to get it. So I would say the doner so far is probably my favorite cultural food that I've had. Now there's lots of cultural foods I haven't had that I'd love to have, but so far, that's the best. That is the best. And second to that, it may not be a cultural food, but we have this restaurant, this Italian restaurant called Bravo. Okay. Bravo Cucina Italiana. And they sell this chicken dish. It's like with like lemon, like capers and lemon butter and cheese and chicken. Oh my God. Like it. I've gone to Bravo many a times, taking many girls, well, not many girls, but a few girls, taking a few girls there on dates. Every time I get that same fucking dish, because it's fucking good. Why change it up? Like that shit is, oh my God, just thinking about it, I'm like jealous. I'm not eating it right now, but it's some kind of like chicken Fiorentini. I don't fucking know what it's called. Don't get me lying, but it's fucking delicious. Like, so I throw that out there. What's going on, Slim? Go vegan. I thought about it, like straight up, because I was at this point where I was just eating salads all the time, and I was thinking I could probably do this like forever. And then I had a steak, and that shit went out the window. So whatever. Slim, stop being ignorant. Bear, you know what to do, baby. He don't know how to stop being stupid. We know what to do with those kinds of people. I just proved the Bible right, and you talking chickens. You're not. First of all, you didn't even spell you right. You spelled it with a T. There's no T in you. And secondly, you didn't prove anything. I don't know how you think proof works, but that you haven't done that. Okay. Sorry. Jay-Z is next to be exposed, and Beyonce. Why? Why do y'all think, what is wrong with you people? Like, who gives a shit? Even if they do expose Beyonce and Jay-Z for whatever it is you think they're going to be exposed over, who gives a shit? That's rich people doing rich people shit. That doesn't concern you. Fuck them. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I don't care what happens to any celebrity. All right. Period. I don't care what comes out. When Diddy's shit came out, I was like, oh, well, you know, that's just rich people doing rich people shit. Look at Epstein, just a rich guy doing rich people shit. It's like, I don't care what rich people do, like, at all. Not a sliver of a fuck do I care about what rich people do. Like, it doesn't affect me. Okay. Rich people don't give a fuck what you and I do every day. So why should I give a fuck what they do? If they're not like tanking our economy or some shit or trying to like take away our rights, I don't really give a fuck, you know. I mean, there's pedophiles everywhere, okay? Pedophilia the disease of the mind. Doesn't care who it's inflicted. Like, there's women pedophiles. Like, there's pedophiles every fucking where, all right? I'm not saying that that's what you're alleging will be exposed about Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm just saying that whatever it is, I don't care. Like, rich people don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about rich people. In fact, the fact that I don't care about rich people doesn't affect rich people. But rich people not giving a fuck about the rest of us does affect the rest of us, unfortunately, because they have the money to buy the influence and power that could potentially shape policy in such a way to negatively affect me and you. Me and you don't have that kind of power. Jay-Z left the country, from what I hear. Don't care. True about the women pedophiles. Justin Bieber was groomed so much looking back. He probably was. Being rich is better than being poor because you get to do more. I'm just saying personally, because you don't have to worry about stress too much. I mean, but why? Why though? Why do you have to be rich in order to live comfortably here? Okay. It's the economic system that is currently in place that has made it so that you must be rich. I mean, I'm convinced firmly that the elites in this country are trying to turn the United States into the Dubai of the West, where essentially you can't even live here unless you're rich. Like, don't even think about it. You ain't making $1 million a year. You can't live in America. Like, I'm almost convinced that that's what is happening here. Okay. Because they're making it harder and harder for regular people to make it in life. While meanwhile, the rich just keep getting exponentially richer. Where do you think all that money is coming from? It's coming from us. We're the ones doing all the fucking work, and it's profit that they're, lining their pockets with. Profits that, again, they don't need. They just want to have it because they can get it. Meanwhile, here you are like, well, I want to be rich. Like, no, you don't. You just want to be able to live comfortably. Unfortunately, in the current state of affairs, that would mean you have to be rich. But otherwise, what is money? It's just, who cares? Unfortunately, money is king here. And so you kind of need it to do any fucking thing, which is ridiculous on its own. But that's the only reason why being rich should be sought after or whatever. Like, why do you want to be rich? I don't even think you want that. Like, I don't even want a lot of money. I just want to be able to live life comfortably. That's it. I don't even need that much money. Like, I don't need to be a billionaire. Who the fuck needs to be a billionaire? Get the fuck out of here. Literally, like, there's over 1,000 billionaires just in the United States. 1,000 billionaires just in the United States. Not even the rest of the world, just in the United States. And yet, crumbling infrastructure, education has gone down the toilet. You know what I mean? Skepticism is in the trash because everybody just accepts what they hear from the people they like hearing it from without any critical thinking. So we're all just going to keep marching right along to the drum of the elites, to the drum of the establishment, okay, into our early deaths. Meanwhile, they're on vacations. They're in Martha's Vineyard, rubbing elbows with the other rich, deciding how much worse they're going to make the lives for the rest of us. And yet, here we are, me and you, arguing over each other, focused on Diddy and Jay-Z. Meanwhile, the rich are steadily, deciding how to further fuck us over. And are we concerned about that? Not at all. We're too worried about what Diddy's doing. Okay. See, this is the problem. Like, our priorities are so fucked up. And then once shit starts hitting the fan, we start pointing fingers at each other. As opposed to the motherfuckers that created the problems that we're all suffering through. It's ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. And I would venture to say that you would have the same opinion if you read the same shit I read. By that I mean, who rules the world? Manufacturing consent, the responsibility of intellectuals, socialism, seriously, the Communist Manifesto, media control, or Noam Chomsky on resistance, The Precipice. Most of these books I've just mentioned were all by Noam Chomsky, with the exception of maybe one. the Communist Manifesto. But all the rest, the responsibility of intellectuals, who rules the world, manufacturing consent, the precipice, on anarchism, on Palestine, all of these were by Noam Chomsky. You read Noam Chomsky, you will start to have a very different view of America and America's foreign policy over the last 60, 70 years. Okay. And that's just one guy. Then you can read Marx, and then read Lenin, and then read, if you just have to, Kautsky, and maybe read some fucking David Hume, you know. But I'm reading nonfiction. I don't have time for fiction. If I want to read fiction, I just watch a fucking movie. I want to know what's really going on, because I don't trust the people who I watch, like on YouTube or on TV. Like, I don't trust them 100%. I don't trust anybody 100%. You know what I mean? Even the people that I love and I value their opinions on YouTube, the fact that I value their opinions and love them provides me the impetus to go do the research. Because if it feels good and it's like, I want to believe it, it sounds nice. Like, yeah, I could be playing into cognitive dissonance. In which case, if I like how it sounds and I'm more inclined to agree with the information, that to me, again, provides the impetus to go do research. Because if you don't like what you're hearing and you disagree immediately, it could be right. But still, go look, you know. Now, some shit is just absurd on its face, okay? There's almost no reason to go look at all because it's ridiculous. And two things I can think of off the top of my head that are just absolutely absurd and there's no reason to really go do any research is, one, the claim that Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio are eating pets. That's not true. That's not real. There's not even one confirmed case of that. And that's from the people in Springfield, the authorities. That's also from our governor, fucking Mike DeWine. There's no credible case of that. Trump literally just made that shit up. Okay. That's number one. That's at least one that I thought of off the top of my head. Like, bro, that's not true. And another one that you can just accept as bullshit, don't need to go look it up, is that there are some states in the United States that are allowing you to just kill a baby after it's born and still calling that an abortion. You don't understand what an abortion is if you can make that claim. And you're even more dumb if when someone makes that claim, you immediately believe it. You are an idiot. Okay. And I would say, and this is the point I made at work, the only reason it's even a story is because they're black. Period. They're not even illegal immigrants. They are legal immigrants. But because they're black and they speak a different language, now all of a sudden we're quick to believe that, oh, maybe they are eating pets. What type of racist shit is that? And to further illustrate my point, and this is actually a point that Hassan brought up, if these had been like, say, 20,000 white people from, say, Colorado who all decided over the same period of time to move into Springfield, Ohio, it wouldn't even be a news story. And for sure, no one would start claiming that these white people are eating pets, cats and dogs and shit. But because they're black, because they speak a different language or have that accent, now you're just willing to believe, like, yeah, they probably are eating dogs and cats. I mean, it's like, really? Like, get the fuck out of here. That's how you know it's some racist shit. Because again, if these have just been, let's say, affluent even white folks from California, New York, Mexico, not Mexico, what the fuck am I talking about? But just pick a state. 20,000 white folks from any state all decide to move to Springfield, Ohio in the same amount of time. I don't know what that time frame was. It could have been 6 months. It could have been a year, 2 years. I don't know how long it took for those 20,000 migrants to get there. But I don't give a fuck if it was in one day. Like, if it was all white folks from some other state, it wouldn't even be news. There would be none of this narrative about they're draining resources and shit. Get the fuck out of here. All of it's bullshit. Now, if you want to do any real research pertaining this issue, you can go see and do research on the claims that they're making outside of the eating pets, such as they're a strain on the economy and like depleting their resources. Now, those are also claims that you can go look and see, is that true? And it isn't, because I've done the research. It's not. In fact, all of those migrants have significantly helped the economy of Springfield. But they don't want to say that. They don't want to bring that part up. They'll be like, nah, son, they're black people and they're speaking that shit and they're eating our pets and they're killing our economy. So we're not racist. We just don't like our economy being tanked. It's not being tanked. In fact, it's grown. But you can't tell stupid people shit. They just want to believe what they want to believe. Just like you can't tell a Christian there's no evidence for any of that shit. In fact, here's evidence that would say that that's not what happened. And they'll still be like, I don't care. I want to believe the Bible. So these are irrational dum-dums. I don't know how else to put it. They're just dum-dums. They just want to believe the shit because they're bigoted at heart. Okay. So they're just willing to believe that some black people's eating some fucking pets. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm mad that Trump even said that shit. It's like, why would you say that? But I'm even more mad because I knew how much of his dumbass followers would just believe it wholesale, wouldn't go look it up, wouldn't go see if that's true. And I'm about, 10 minutes from Springfield? I literally live 10 minutes from Springfield. I've gone to Springfield. Never once. Like, what are you talking about? Like, man, get the fuck out of here, dude. I have family in Springfield. You don't think I would have heard about that shit? Like, if it was like an actual problem, motherfuckers is getting their pets eaten, I would have heard of it from at least somebody that's related to me in Springfield. I got a whole ass family out there. Like 10, 12 motherfuckers, maybe more, Not once has anyone brought up like, oh, by the way, there's this crazy shit going on in Springfield. Did you know motherfuckers are eating our pets? It's like, none of that, because it's made up. But just to do my due diligence, I looked it up anyway. Let's just go see. Maybe, I don't fucking know. I don't live in Springfield. Who's eating what? I hate that I even did that, but lo and behold, I did, only to be justified, vindicated that no, that's not happening. It's completely made up. Okay, so there's that. But nonetheless, didn't make me any happier because I already knew they weren't fucking doing that. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just mad that I believed it maybe even for half a second. But to be fair, we do live in a white supremacist, misogynistic society. So we all inherently have a little bit of bigotry in us. It's just part of who we are. What separates me from another bigot, though, is that I'm actually trying not to be a bigot. Because I get it. If you live in America for any amount of time, really, you are just naturally going to have white supremacist ideals in your mind, because that's just the narrative that is propagated here. Like, you have no choice. Unless you just, like, immigrated here or some shit, then maybe not. But if, like, you've been here more than 10, 15, 20 years, you have it in you. Like, and it's just recognizing when it's coming about, when it's manifesting. Some people just let it run their lives. Then there's people like me who realize that I've had some moments where I've been a bigot. Okay. And I need to undo that, So I've been making conscious efforts to be less bigoted. Okay. Because in this society, it's really easy to punch down, Rich people want there to be poor people so that they can have something to contrast themselves to. You know what I mean? And the poor people are the same. Poor people want somebody even poorer than them to point to and be like, I don't want to do that. I do not want that to be my reality. And we'll treat those people as peasants, even though you're a peasant in the eyes of the rich. Okay. Because they don't have to go to work to get their money, but you do. Okay. And yet here you are, first chance you get to show your superiority over someone, you take it like a piece of shit. Giving the fucking guy or girl at the fucking McDonald's counter a hard time because that bitch has an attitude. If you had to work there, you'd fucking have an attitude too. Especially if you had to work there, doing all that is required of anyone who works there for the shit pay that you get, you would have an attitude too. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, my entire outlook on the working class has changed. So whereas I used to get all, why don't you do your job? Why don't you treat me with some respect? Customer's always right and all that bullshit. Get the fuck out. Fuck you. Fuck me in that situation, all right? Because what the fuck? You're a peasant just like I'm a peasant. It's just you're not at work. I am. Let me come to your job and make you the peasant for me right now. You know what I mean? It's like, why are we doing this to each other? Like, we're all the working class. We all need one another so that we can take power from those who have all of it. But as long as we're at each other's throats, we'll never get there. It's like, as much as Trump supporters piss me off, as much as Christians are so ridiculous in the way they think, I still need Christians. I still need Trump supporters because we're all in the same class. We are part of the working class. Okay. Period. You got to go to work. I got to go to work. We're in the same class, brother. We're in the same fucking boat. All right. And if the elites gave us a shitty boat in which to survive, and then once inevitably that boat starts to falter or whatever, and then now we're looking at each other, you're the reason the boat's capsizing, or you think I'm the reason the boat's capsizing, or that gay dude's the reason, or that trans chick's the reason, or immigrants. Like, no, motherfucker, it's the rich guy who gave us the boat who knew it was fucked up to begin with. But you won't point your finger at that motherfucker. Just pointing your finger at other motherfuckers on the boat. Like, that's so fucking stupid. But that shows you that neoliberal rhetoric has worked flawlessly. They don't even have to convince us really anymore because we've internalized it. We say it to ourselves. We don't even need them to say it to us. We tell ourselves it. You don't even need nobody at church to be like, you are a piece of shit in need of salvation. Because you hear that long enough, you'll just internalize it. I am a piece of shit. I am a horrible piece of shit, not worthy of life. I need to be redeemed. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's what I mean. Like, get the fuck out of here. Miss me with that nonsense. Anyway, I got to make some content outside of this. I'll probably like use some clips within this as a short. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, no problem, Boogie. Good looking out, son. That's what's up, Trina. I appreciate that, Jason. That's what's up, son. I appreciate it for real, for real. Good looking out, man. But on that note, I'm gonna holler back because I really gotta. I'm just trying to prepare some shit for y'all. Okay, I'm about to go create some content that hopefully you like, and hopefully it'll piss you Christians off. Excuse me.